Listen to what this seminarian is saying, and you will see the height of mental slavery. Just watch the video.
Many who see this video and accuse the Catholic Church of idolatry obviously know little to nothing about the Catholic faith. Unfortunately, ignorance is the loudest. So you can call it whatever you want to call it, but this is what is actually happening. This is Cardinal Parolin returning the skull of St. Agatha to its bust, marking 900 years since the relic's return. What is a relic? A relic is a remnant connected to a saint, their bodily remains, something they owned, or something touched to their remains. And relics are not a Catholic invention. In 2 Kings chapter 13, a dead man is thrown into Elisha's tomb, it touches the prophet's bones, and the man comes back to life. In Acts chapter 19, handkerchiefs that touched Paul's skin were carried to the sick, and the sick were healed, and evil spirits left them. Even the shadow of Saint Peter performed miracles. So we see that God himself used physical objects connected to holy people to work power. So when we as Catholics venerate the relics of saints, we are not praying to them, we are not praying to the bone. We are honoring them. In this case, a woman who gave her life to Christ and trusting the same God who worked through Elijah's bones and St. Paul's handkerchiefs, that he can still work through what remains of his saints. I must state once again, veneration is not worship. Worship belongs to God alone.
This is an African speaking, a black man. When you listen to him speak, you see that his skin is black, but his brain has been whitewashed. He's a white man in the brain, but only his skin is dark. And this is the tragedy of the African educational system. Once you go into this system, they whitewash your brain, only your skin remains black, you start thinking like a white man, acting like a white man, speaking like a white man. Now, ask him, you are talking about the remains of St. Agatha. What happened to the remains of your own ancestors? You black seminarian speaking. What happened to the remains of your own ancestors? Where are their own remains? So it is normal for you to worship St. Agatha, an ancestor of the Europeans. It is normal for you to worship St. Sylvester, an ancestor of the Europeans. It is normal for you to worship St. Mary, St. this, St. that. All people who are not connected to you in any way, but to demonize your own ancestors. These are the kinds of people who have become a problem to Africa. You will see them in black skin and you think this is your African brother. You people can think together and work together. But you will not know that it's only the skin that is black. He is a white man complete. These are the kinds of people. Reverend fathers everywhere in Africa, pastors everywhere in Africa who have gone through this brainwash cycle and come back to destroy their own very roots.